listening to some of the questions and some of the debate and the answers that I guess some of my colleagues is looking for, I could well understand that a lot of the answers that some of what we all are looking for is a bit premature, seeing what the information has to come to government from the people that is appointed to gather all of the data, the information, in order for us to get a full picture of the damage that was really done and the work that would have to be carried out. Mr. Chairman, one of the things that my person must say is that seeing the devastation that we have endured, Mr. Chairman, I have never seen this before. And then when I take a look at other countries who are much bigger than us, who go through certain devastation, when we take a look at Katrina, the greatest country in the world wasn't ready for Katrina. When we take a look at Houston, the greatest country in the world wasn't ready for the flood in Houston. When we take a look at Puerto Rico, another territory of the U.S., the greatest country in the world, was not ready for Maria. So we could go on and on and on and on, and the greatest country still was not ready for catastrophe that come to it. One will want to make it feel as if we should have been more ready and prepared for the storm of the century. But we must be very honest with ourselves. We would never be more prepared than we have been. And while I could stand here, my roof went to, suffer a lot of damages like everyone else. But you know what I'm proud of what I'm seeing? The resilience of our people who continue to get up every day and try to make their life better day by day, night by night. And we continue to see it. But you know what even makes it even better? When we look in the mountains and we see the green growing back from the scorch that has taken place. Every day I wake up, I sit on the porch and I admire the return of the green mountains that we have. While we may not have current, water, while we may all have no roof, but thank God, the death toll is not like what it is in other countries. Because I know what would have been the debate in here. I know. And yes, the USP faction is part of this government, and the USP faction makes sure as much as possible to be informed with what is going on. Because it's a must. We must be part of what is taking place. Mr. Chairman, to the Honorable Prime Minister, in 1995, 94, 95, after Hurricane Lewis, there was the reconstruction of emergency homes built on this island. Today, when we take a look, those same emergency homes exist and standing strong. Mr. Chairman, there was a partnership agreement, a private-public partnership between the government and landowners. Today, the same Prime Minister and many others who sit in here was part of that recovery at that time. Mr. Chairman, through you to the Honorable Prime Minister, can we see these type of homes be brought to the help and the need of people in our community? But also, can these homes be built by our people? then we would have to bring them in, because I know in the past it was brought in from Venezuela. And the cost at that time, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere close to $18,000, give or take, at that time. Mr. Chairman, through you to the Honorable Prime Minister, can a program like that be set up, and those type of homes be built with a public-private partnership with landowners who are willing to enter in those agreements? It is very important that we see how quick we could help those in need where that's concerned. And then it comes to the issue of the aid. Mr. Chairman, through you to the Honorable Prime Minister, the USP faction is not going to bend over backward, twist over, under, over, when a gun is put to the head of the people of this country for aid. Aid is aid. Not aid by a gun or by demands. And the question would be, we understood now through the grapevine that the people of this country who needs serious aid and help, and some members in here feel the greatest aid should be coming from the Dutch government, which we appreciate, because those people who need it. Is it true that we are being put to give up what we have fought hard for in our autonomy, that the Dutch wants to trade and negotiate as it does best for aid, for we to give up immigration, we have border control of this country, an integrity chamber, finance, control of the police, and also control the House of Parliament where laws is concerned. Mr. Chairman, I am hearing some serious talks that we are being put under some pressure. And the people of this country must hear it and understand what is taking place. You see, sometimes a lot of us wants to be part of things and wants to rush into agreements, but they don't know in the back door what those agreements entail. And I want the people of this country to understand. Some of us in here wants the best for you. Wants the best for you, that it don't come by a price that you then will have to pay for at the end of the day, and then we can't afford to pay for it. Mr. Chairman, if you hear some of the stories, and they're not false stories, these are truth stories, what is being played out in our community with what went on. People have seen, and those who came have seen something special about this country. And we got to be very careful with how we bend over backward to allow the disappearance of our people with a shifting to another group of people taking over this country. And I'm very much serious about it. Very much so. And don't underestimate what I'm saying here today. It's a danger that is being played. And if the truth to come out, there's those who would say it's false rumors, false this. But there's an underlining to the takeover, to the maneuvering, to get their hands on this country and this economy. Because they see the resilience of our people. But they don't realize this country is built by the resilience of the people. So if you take the country without the resilience of the people, it is not what you think it is. Mr. Chairman, the cleanup. I've monitored the cleanup, what is taking place, and we have a huge task ahead of us. Not only on the Dutch side, but also on the French side. They have the same system set up, the depots where we're loading, dumping the garbage and separating it, and then what do we do with it then, and how do we deal not only with the zinc that we understood from the Prime Minister, that there's a company who's willing to take it and go with it, but there's a lot of other debris that is being created, how we intend to move that debris out of this country or dispose of it.